Instagram. Welcome in, y'all, to all of our lovelies catching a replay. Welcome in, y'all. Hi. Shikamoo, baby boo. Peace and love to all of you. We're going to be getting started in just one sec. Peace Sign Films and Ray Ray. Hey, hey. I'm ready to get started like now. I really am. So let's go. Peace and love, and welcome in to all of our lovelies, new and true. Welcome to the Crystaline Mars show, baby boo. I am your co-host, Mrs. Dublé Jones. I am the lady with the stones to come here and to leave us alone, and I'm a spiritual guide to assist you in this life in any way that I can. If you'd like some spiritual guidance from myself or brotherly guides, head over to the website CrystalineMars.com for all of your spiritual tools, all of your spiritual jewelry, loose stones, spiritual services, you come here, you leave me alone, all of those things, and you'll get free shipping for all U.S. orders over $75 as well. Thank you all for sharing this space at this present moment. We invite you here every night that we go live, and it's a pleasure to connect with you again. And what else? Yeah, so let's go ahead and flow in to the nightly message, and we are on episode 475. And the message of the night is be the victim or the victor. Choose a side. Pick a side. The victim, or will you rise as the victor? Pick a side. At every crossroads, you're given a choice to either remain in the story of what happened to you or rise into the power of what's possible through you. Victim or victor, one keeps you cycling in the past, the other calls you to reclaim your future. The choice is yours. So will you choose power? Will you choose healing? What is the energy revealing? The victor or the victim? What do you choose? So our declaration for tonight will be, I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. I am who I choose to become. Let's read it one more time. I am not what happened to me. Y'all go ahead and leave this in the comments. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. All right. Peace and love, peace and wellness to all of you joining. Thank y'all for the love. We've just been streaming for about 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes now. So let's go ahead and get into the daily energy, and then we're going to flow into the collective tarot tea time, you and me time. I did get some love offerings. We have a love offering from Ryan. Earlier this rising, was this just because, or was this for a reading? I'm not sure if Ryan's in the building, but if you could clear that up for me so I know what your intentions were. And we have Nino sent in a love offering as well. So I do have one, maybe two baby blues in queue. But if you would like to be added to the queue, you can go ahead and send your love offerings in, and we'll end with you. Ashe. So I'll be covering the daily energy for July the 12th. Welcome in, y'all. If we could get the likes up, please, on YouTube. Thank y'all so much. Ashe, peace and wellness. Welcome in, y'all. So I'll be covering the daily energy for the 12th, like I said. And I channeled You Can Breathe / relax. You can breathe / relax. So y'all know we're closing out this Capricorn full moon shadow energy. And there's been this heavy theme around releasing control. Releasing control, and only controlling that of which we can, which is ourselves, our perspectives, right? How much energy we give to something or not. But Saturn goes retrograde on the 12th of July. And so with Saturn going retrograde, it is going to be highlighting areas of our lives where we are pushing still, and calling for us to ultimately invite in some ease, some flow. So on this day, remind yourself to relax and breathe and take the time that you need for yourself. I channeled celebration. You've accomplished a lot. So this would be a great time to celebrate you. This would be a great time to reflect on you and how far you've come, how far you are. This is a day of relaxing or even doing something adventurous, but ultimately for yourself. So don't forget, don't be so wrapped up in showing up for everybody else that you don't carve out time for yourself. Okay? So that's what we have. The colors for the day are yellow and orange. So I invite you all to go ahead and leave your yellow and orange hearts down below in the comments. And then we're going to go ahead and transition over to our collective tarot tea time. You and me time. Welcome in, y'all. All right. So I don't have any tea today. I do have my hydrogen water. So let's see what we got. Peace, y'all. Rabbity, I do not know of that person. Okay. Let's see what we got for the collective. Hold on, y'all. Y'all bear with me because these cards were like this last reading and I just flipped through it, but we're not doing that today. We need to be on the same page, okay? So there could be some energy calling for you to harmonize with, some energy for you to understand, seek clarity around. Let's see. Or seek clarity about, rather. All right. How has the energy been for y'all today, though? And yesterday? And Wednesday? We ain't talking a minute ago. It's been a few days. All right, let's see. It's been a few ashes. Okay, there we go. What's that about today? The 8 of damn swords. What we got? I'm going to be closing the doors for live readings very soon. So this is your moment to send your offerings in if you would like one tonight. What we got? We have the 9 of Cups in reverse. We have the 4 of Pentacles upright. Queen of Cups in reverse. So there could be like some emotional waves that you're processing right now. There could be a lot of, because both cups energy came out in reverse. So there could be something that has been spilled over, some emotions that are spilling over, or calling for you to be become aware of. I think it was the night of the full moon. Like when we moved into, it was one of them nights. It was one of them nights, but my emotions started to kick up, and I just acknowledged them, and I acknowledged that that's what I was feeling in that present moment. And I saw myself kind of going down a loophole of stories creating stories of what it was linked to, and like just adding things onto this, and this is why I feel this way. And then I was like, we're not going to do that. I'm not about to create a pity party for myself. I'm just going to allow myself to feel what I do feel in this moment, and I'm going to let it marinate. And then the next day I received so much clarity around what I was feeling, because when I was feeling it, I was like, I'm feeling this lack, I'm feeling this energy, but I know it's based in me not understanding it. So I was like, okay, but I feel this right now, so I'm gonna let myself feel it. And then the next day, that literally the clarity came to me, and I was like, makes sense. Now I can actually understand why this energy shows up the way it does. So again, there could be something that is calling for you to release. I'm seeing a cup be poured out. So there could be like some stalemate, some stagnant energy, some energy that just has been here that is being resurfaced. It does feel like it's rooted in lack, because we have the Four of Pentacles here. So some of you may be wanting to retreat. You may be wanting to pull back and be more stingy with your energy. But with the Nine of Cups being in reverse, I feel like that's only going to lead you to feeling more and more isolated. So definitely be mindful of like this space that you may be trying to move yourself into. Okay, maybe you feel unsafe, or you feel unheard, or you feel unseen, but it feels more like it's around the emotionals with that being the cups showing up. And so you may again just really want to stuff all of these things in, or bury them, or just keep it all in, and I don't recommend that. Let's see what Spirit recommends though. How you can best navigate this. The Chariot, and we have the Five of Pentacles. So we have the Four of Pentacles moving into the Five of Pentacles. The Chariot in reverse. So don't run, sit in it. Don't run, sit in it. There was some energy that showed up for me earlier where I was like ready to go. But things started to move around, and I ended up sitting in it. So Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, how you can best navigate this as well as communication. And not, because I'm hearing you make me feel like. And there's this message around how you can best navigate this is to stop giving other people power over you in that way, and also stop blaming them for what emotional instability you have. I'm thinking about my daughter, and there are things sometimes where she'll try to she'll like, you make me cry, or you make me feel, you make me do this, or you make me cry. You make me cry. And I'm like, I didn't make you cry. That was a choice that you made, Layla. You made that choice to cry. Right? And this is not to be inhumane, and this is not to say your feelings are not valid, but this is just to remind you that you get to choose what emotions you want to express. You can acknowledge your emotions, but not everything has to be expressed. And now I'm hearing the Aretha Franklin. I believe that's Aretha Franklin. You make me feel like a natural woman. So I'm not sure if this has to do with maybe you always show up in this way. With this 7, the Chariot card in reverse, you may always move quickly for others, be very selfless. This 7 represents Pisces energy, and Pisces is everybody before you. And you may feel like you're left with the crumbs, or you're left with like nothing. This could have to do with finances, pentacles, but we have the emotions there as well. And there may be, again, you make me feel like a natural woman. This is not about a woman or a man, but this may just be a desire to feel embraced or appreciated or seen for just who you are, flaws and all, or somebody is crying out for that. Yes, you make me feel like a natural woman. The Six of Wands in reverse. In reverse. So this is the lack of recognition, the lack of flowers, the lack of being seen. Literally, and we have the Ten of Wands upright. Hold on. The initials V, E may be significant. Vermont, is that Vermont? I don't know. No, I think Vermont is VT, but Vermont may be significant. Or the initials VE. Evelyn, Eve. Maybe somebody was born on an Eve, Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve or something like that. Or tonight might be an Eve energy. I mean, today is a 9-day, which represents endings, closeouts. Okay. But with the Ten of Wands, this is weight. This is heavy. This is something that has been carried on for a long time. All right, y'all. So the doors are officially closed for readings tonight. This is some weight that needs to be released or has just recently been released. There could be something that you were trying to ignore or be in denial about that you're finally ready to accept and let go of. To invite in something new. I'm hearing helping people. Two of Cups. This is beautiful. Ten of Swords. Beautiful. Three of Pentacles in reverse. So there could have been like this interference that was happening within a union here, or some kind of negative energy that was trying to turn you and somebody else apart or tear y'all apart. Could have been betrayal, neglect, abuse, abandonment, something like that. And somebody was ready to throw the towel in and no longer work together, no longer build together or something like that. But I do see Spirit came through with the divine intervention and because it's something sacred, it feels like. But the enemy definitely tried to come in and be loud. Maybe, I'm not sure if this is showing up in your ear or another ear, like another person's ear, where they just like, leave because they ain't doing this or you ain't getting that, or it's this lack because it's right under the Four of Pentacles. We got 10-10 here. We got 4-2 here. We got 33 here, the Three of Cups. So this could have to do with like a group of 3 women or your friend circle or something like that. There could be some harmony here. You may have felt like somebody didn't have your back, and that could have not been the case. It could have just been like some misunderstanding, or somebody was just so engulfed in their, or you were so engulfed in your own things that maybe you didn't see how what you were doing was negatively affecting your relationships. We have the King of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so some fire has been put out. Whatever this leading spirit was, something was definitely, this could be fire sign, but it was a lot of like fire, a lot of heat, a lot of intense energy. This is intense. We got the 10 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, King of Wands, Knight of Wands, 8 of Swords still at the bottom. So this was very intense, whatever this was. The King of Swords upright. The Star in reverse. The World in reverse. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And now you're talking my language here. Remember we talked about the clarity? So something may become something, there may be some clarity that comes through tomorrow within the next 24-48. I'm done with this. Yeah. We about to wrap up. Let's see. Crystal said, my close friend just reached out to me about her relationship issue. The guy's name is Vernon. Okay. She was supposed to be my Eve, but the Matrix got her. Damn. What's up? What's the closeout? What's this? King of Swords. This is a message too to don't lose faith. I'm hearing don't give up on love, but don't lose like something has potential to grow, and something is growing, something is shifting. It may just not feel like it, or it may not seem like it's happening in a timing that you would prefer. But Spirit is definitely calling for you to, I'm seeing like somebody wipe the glasses, like, so maybe this is you just need to navigate your own personal emotions so you can actually see what is happening right now. Because you may be stuck in the past or holding somebody to some past energy, or the mature woman just wanted to flip out. There could be something that you still have yet to grow up on or heal. I'm hearing practice what you preach. We have main female here, card number 2. We have the journey in reverse. Yes, so this could have to do with a woman, or even if it's not a woman, this 2 energy has to do with like healing, relationships, nurturing, compassion, empathy. And with the journey in reverse, this is Spirit, like I said, like hope, pump your brakes, like we've led with the Chariot being in reverse. Like sit in this uncomfortability, lean into these uncomfortable feelings, or this urge of you may just be wanting to move. It may have to do with some feminine energy. There could be some cords that need to be cut with some negative interferences here. We have mature man, card number 5 showing up. February 5th could be significant. Somebody's anniversary. Yeah, I'm hearing, do you know what today is? It's our anniversary here with this mature man, and we have main female, journey in reverse. So with this mature man, main female, journey in reverse, like I said, you may be light years ahead, you know? Yeah. Maybe light years ahead of this main female. This is not about gender. But with the mature man, now I'm picking up on more like masculine, manifested, physical, and it's mature, so it's already happening. Somebody is already in this energy. But with this main female, this is more feminine, spiritual, unseen, healing still happening here. So there could be some kind of like grace and patience that you're being called to have. I'm seeing a parent have an expectation on the child because they're like, oh, they're still not talking yet. They're still not potty trained yet. They're still not walking yet. And you may be getting a little overwhelmed and want to diagnose them with autism, or you want to diagnose them with all of these different things, or go to a doctor, see if they're checked out, because maybe they're not moving along at the natural speed. Or when I say natural speed, they're not moving along at the speed of, I guess, what statistics say, or what you expect, or what the world expects. I don't know. But there is this energy of hold what you got. We have sudden wealth, card number 11. 11 today is the 11th, so that is visionary, leadership, master energy. That 11 also breaks down to 2 as well. So like I said, there could be some things that you're being called to take the lead on, and you may be trying to figure out what that is, what that looks like. But the moon is in Aquarius, so this is a time of enlightenment We will be transitioning into Pisces moon energy very soon as well. So it will be clear. But I am picking up on this release the fucking resistance, because you may be so busy trying to defend your spot. You may be so busy trying to respond or clear it up to make sure somebody else understands something, that you are not allowing for the information to actually marinate within yourself. You're not letting the information marinate. So ask questions in regards to like how you can show up, how do you need to show up moving forward, and you can definitely receive some clarity in these upcoming days. All right, give me 2 to close out with. We got thoughts in reverse. Give me one more. We have community in reverse. Thoughts in reverse, community in reverse. Thoughts in reverse, community in reverse. This would be a good time to really challenge perspectives and allow for your perspectives to be challenged here. This is a time inviting you in to be introspective as well. And like it's taking me back to the message of the night. The victor or the victim. Like, are you going to keep playing out that narrative of why me? When is it my turn? What about me? Or are you going to be like, you know what? I'm going to take the lead in this, and I'm going to move some things around. I am going to declare peace, not war. You know, I am going, like, what are you declaring here? So somebody's like, I just don't know. I just don't know. You do. You do. But there may be some emotions that needs to be filtered through. So give something space to grow. And you may need to ask your highest self, the person, the people, whatever. What do you need from me? What do you need from me? Because you may find that what you thought you were giving, what you thought they needed, is not what they really needed. So do yourself a favor and stop making assumptions, making it harder and heavier on yourself, and making assumptions. What do you need? I know when it came to the guys, like when we first met in our first like early months and even like early years of us dating, I just kept trying to show up in these different ways, thinking that's what he needed, that's what he needed, that's what he needed, that's what he even wanted. And it was through me asking certain questions like, what do you really feel about this? Does this really do anything for you? Do you really receive this? And it was so many things. He was like, actually, I don't feel no ways about that, or I don't really care about that. And I'm like, are you freaking serious? Are you freaking serious? Because normally men look for this, or normally, you know, women show up for this for the man in that way. And And he was like, well, for me, it was this. And I was like, wow, I'm glad I freaking asked. Because I'm over here worrying, doing the fucking most, trying to show up for you in the way that I think you need me to, you expect me to. And whole time, that ain't even your language. And that freed me. Because a lot of the shit I didn't do naturally anyway. But I was, again, just trying to meet my partner's needs. You know, making fucking assumptions. I made an ass out of myself. So, again, ask questions. What do you need from me? What do you need? Because somebody may just need a listening ear. Somebody may just need a hug. And don't follow up with the, well, what am I going to get? What am I going to get? That'll what you put out. Well, I've been putting it out and I ain't get it back yet. I ain't get it back yet. Because maybe you need to shift your intentions when you give out. Just give because you know you have to give. Give because you know you're put in that position to give, not about what you can receive. Let that be a subconscious thing. Let that be something that you already know. I'm going to get it back. I'm going to get it back. Karma doesn't miss. You're going to always get back whatever it is that you put out. So don't hold back because of spite. Because they not giving you what you want or whatever, or it's taking too long, or you now you blocking yourself from receiving because you holding out on yourself. I'm starting to feel some frustration here. Not sure if somebody's frustrated with somebody. There's a level of acceptance that needs to be had. So what is being reflected? What truth is being reflected back to you? And what you gonna do with it? How can you pivot? How can you shift? How can you build? How can you heal? Ashe? So I just want to pull one from the OG deck and we done. I'm just going to pull a random one and see what this is and we done. That's it. Rest and prepare. Things are about to pick up. Rest and prepare. Things are about to pick up. And we're going to have to pick back up on Sunday and tap into what that is. But in the meantime, did we talk about that for tomorrow's daily energy? Chill out. Chill out. This weekend, allow yourself to rest now. Allow yourself to rest. Because things are about to pick up and it's all happening for the best version of you to come to the surface, to rise. So our declaration I invite y'all to share in the comments is, I release the victim story and rise as the victor of my life. I release the victim story and rise as the victor of my life. I release the victim story and rise as the victor of my life. Ashe? So I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. So we have do we have Ryan in the building? Ryan Richardson. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to Nino. Ashe. All right, Nino, let's see what we got. So I'm now about to move into the personals, and then we're going to be transitioning into our spiritual lesson of the night. So y'all stay with us, okay? Thank y'all so much for the likes and the engagement. Yes, Guave, I see you. I got you, babe. So we got Nino. I don't see Ryan in the building yet. So we're going to do Nino, and we got, I was about to say Godfrey. We got Nino and Guave. All right, what does Nino need to know? The Magician in reverse. We got Justice in reverse. Okay. Yes. The Emperor in reverse. Yeah. Okay. That was the Empress. It ain't come out. The Six of Wands in reverse. The Knight of Swords in reverse. interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6 of Swords upright. Okay, 6. So off gate, Nino, what I am getting for you is there is something that you need to kind of hold. Yeah. I feel like you've been going in. I'm hearing the "I'm Going In" song by Lil Wayne. I'm going in and I'm gonna go hard. So I don't know what this is for you, but Spirit is coming through like inviting you to rest, to chill out, to take some time off and allow for the things to be moved around in the spiritual and manifest in the physical. So I do feel like there is some overstimulation when it comes to maybe some in manifestations or some spiritual work that you're doing, and this is a time to rest. Yeah. You gave something a lot of your energy and it was needed, but now it's time to chill out and let it do what it do. Something is getting like momentum. Clean slate, olive branch in reverse. Don't worry about who's looking upright. Clean slate, olive branch in reverse. Monitor spirit. That's interesting because you got don't worry about who's looking, and we got monitoring spirit. Not sure if you're trying to start anew with somebody or if you set some intentions to heal some kind of relationship. But the energy is not quite ready to move yet. Don't worry about who's looking, monitoring spirits. Everything that glitters isn't gold in reverse. Initiation upright. This is more for you than them. Okay, so don't get so caught up in trying to serve that you forget to serve yourself, that you forget to take out a little bit for yourself to eat, which is, I was talking to my mom about this today. We were just talking about different things, and I was like, throughout our conversation, I kept coming back to, okay, Dublé, because I was talking a lot. And I was listening a lot too, but I wasn't receiving it for me. I was receiving it in regards to what we were talking about. And in those moments, I had to remind myself, like, hold on, what meat is it here for me? Like, where the mashed potatoes, bitch? Okay, where is the damn fish at? Okay, where's that? Like, I had to intentionally like zoom out, like, okay, let's not get distracted in this being about them. What can we take for you? What are you saying to you? You know? So I do feel like there is something that is more for you than them. It could still help them, but it's more for you. Monitoring spirit, don't worry about who's looking. So there could be a situation that arises very soon, or you're already in the midst of this where you're definitely being tested. Okay. You said, I haven't been trying to fix relationship, it's them. Okay. Regardless of who it is or what it is, I do see it's you're definitely in this initiation energy, like we said, and your character is being watched. Your fortitude or the lack thereof, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, is definitely being monitored as well. This does not feel like it's based, or it could involve romantic relationships, but this feels like on a global scale, not on like, well, I won't say global, but I mean like in other areas of your life. There could be some testy situations here that arise. Unexpected change, new home, congratulations, overwhelming love and support, Settling down in reverse, full moon in reverse. You are the GOAT. You've earned this in reverse. Keep lying to yourself. Okay, we're done. Okay, so I do feel there is definitely a message. Yeah, healing the past. There is definitely a message here for encouraging for you to take accountability. There's levels to accountability. So there could be something, there could be a lot of things that are put on the table. And it's like taking accountability from a higher perspective. Taking accountability from a higher perspective. Like this, yeah. So this is Spirit's calling for you to zoom out. For you to zoom out, and instead of just being so disconnected and like separating everything, like see the oneness and see yourself in it, how you contributed to it or something like that, and how you can release this energy as a whole. But from like a oneness perspective. I'm seeing a line of separation and it being like it coming together and it blending. So there's some kind of like harmonizing reconciliation that needs to happen. And it doesn't have to look like you being best friends with a person or you dating a person again or you whatever. But it's something within yourself that you need to close up or understand or heal from your past. That's what I got. Nothing's gonna move till you move. All right, Guave. So we're gonna close out with Guave. Peace, Kyla. Ashe, I see somebody was in the comments. I missed that on purpose, right? So Guave, let me go ahead and text Brother guys that we ready. So Guave, you want a love reading? Guave, do you want a love reading? Stop Kid Nino said, I'm the one that's purposely disconnected, so I'm choosing to chill until their minds are made up. Okay. General. Okay, you want a general? We got manifestations. Blue was a fool in reverse. Boundaries in reverse. Not sure if there's something new that you're working on, but I do feel like there are some there's some resistance around here that is going to give you an opportunity to kind of like recalibrate. I do see a path being closed off though. It does feel like it's something that you've been considering lately, maybe as a new way of something, but I do see it be closed off. I heard it's not going to come easy. It's not going to come easy. And it's not that you expect it to come easy. I'm picking up on some strong ancestral feminine energy. It's like great grandmother that I'm picking up on. I heard you need to get right with them. This energy is very intense. that I'm picking up from this elderly woman. This feels like it's intergenerational, it's past life, present life. Are you at odds with some woman in your family right now? Or the women in your family are at odds or something, and you may be in the middle of something, and your ancestors need for you to stand up and lead or something like that? Not sure if you're trying to stay out of something, and Spirit's like, no, you are in it for a reason. So I'm not sure. Yeah, we have the Emperor sitting here chilling. And this feel like it's you for the most part. We have the Magician here, Justice here. Yes, you are in the middle of it, or you're going to be if this didn't happen already. Total disruption. Yeah. This is like chaotic feminine energy. But what does he need to do? Like, is there anything specific? We got the Justice here again. We got the Justice up here twice. You said none I'm aware of yet, but I got ideas. Yeah, so this could be a future reading. This could be something that's coming up. The Emperor in reverse. Again, the Emperor showing up. The Chariot, like I said, get the fuck going. So yeah, this could be very much future, okay? But we have the Emperor. I just told you the Emperor was just sitting here chilling. But with the Emperor being in reverse, this is like the lack of action that's being taken. And the Chariot is like, you need to get some shit moving. There is family matters is about to be your focus. It's interesting, yeah. Okay. So you're not about to be like neglecting your own personal goals and stuff like that, Guave. But definitely family is about to become a theme, a highlight in your life where you're gonna be like, damn, like you're just gonna find yourself in the middle of things. Your family's gonna be heavy on your mind, heavy on your conscience, and things like that. The Death in reverse, because there's unfinished business here. The Justice showed up a fucking again. Yeah, so you're here to bring justice to something, some kind of balance or harmony to something. Yeah, we done. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm also getting like definitely be more intentional and in tune with the energy that you want to project and dress accordingly with the vibrations of the colors, right? Whatever energy it is you want to bring into that space, be intentional with wearing that. All right. So that's what I got for you, Guave. Let me see if Lagos is joining us today. Because he never responded. You joining us tonight? Okay, I text you. I was ready. So, that's what I got for you. So, I got a little time to stall till Brother Lagos enters the room. So, I'm thinking of a number. What's my number? 80. The number is between 80 and 130. 80 and 130. So whoever guesses the number, I'll do a brief reading for you. 80 and 130. Between 80 and 130. 80 and 130. Sodden Films, damn, we done. We done. Sodden Films came out of the gate with a 111. We done. Y'all came through them 88s though. We done. It was 111. Damn, Silent Films. Damn, Guave. Ashay. What Silent Films even know? Silent Films always getting it. Ashay. Silent Films, we do for a little check-in. We do for a little check-in. Silent Films, aren't you the lovely who I did the year ahead reading for? We do for a little check-in, one-on-one. Not these little appetizer samplers. What you need? Ashay. I'm hearing, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Come out of the cave. Share your voice in reverse. So, there is some pullback energy that I pick up with this share your voice energy, and I feel like this is going to be a time that you find yourself being more introspective, not sure if you had a real big conversation, or there's going to be a conversation that's had and you're going to have to say like some tough truths or something like that. And then after that, it's like, you're going to find yourself not having much to say, and that is okay too. Let something marinate. Let something digest. Cracked open, and it's happening for you, not to you. So going back to that victor and that victim energy, the ever unfolding roles, creating heaven on earth, it is happening. So yeah, this is really kind of confirmation of the collective energy, where I was like, it may feel like something's not moving, but it is happening. Your words were heard. Your prayers were heard. They may not have been fully received when you tried to deliver something, but somebody is definitely sitting with something that was said. Somebody's definitely sitting with something that was said. And so I'm here to say less and just let it unfold. That's what I got for you. Ashay, Jesse. All right, so we're going to close out with one more. Pick a number between 30 and 80. Between 30 and 80. Between 30 and 80. 30 and 80. Whoever get it first, my lady, my gent. I'll give you a brief reading. And don't forget, y'all can book on CrystaLineMars.com. All right, Kyla, we done. It was 55. It was 55. What does Kyla need? Kyla need OG. Kyla, what you do? How you been, Kyla? How you been? It's about that time. What Kyla need to know? Woo! That's good to hear. We have Boss in reverse. We have Past Life Connection upright. Nice. Nice, nice. Okay, but what? Rebirth in reverse. Get some rest. Dancer in reverse. Deep stretch. So, I'm hearing Bobby Valentino slow down. So with this dance in reverse followed by deep stretches, you may want to incorporate more yoga or more stretching into your day, especially before you go to bed. Before you go to bed, even if it's something slight, something light, just a nice little bend over to the front, touch your toes, right? But yeah, do some intentional releasing through stretching before you go to bed. I do feel like there is like a decompression kind of ritual that you need to create. Nothing, it don't got to be the most, but there's definitely some kind of like ritual that you need to create to come down and to clear out, reset so you can rest in peace. But with this past life connection and bossed in reverse, um, that's it. Oh, we got segment here too. So we got boss and segment. That was hilarious that I picked that up though, because I was gonna say with this boss in reverse, it was like boss energy is like more subtle. I'd like to say her energy is a little more mature and like not as hot headed as segment. And with that being in reverse, it was like this easygoing energy. Um, is definitely being cleared out and something is being turned up, like segment coming through essentially when it comes to maybe providing some kind of protection or helping you stand up to this past life connection energy here. Things that you used to tolerate or just kind of be like, let slide or just be in the background in the shadows with. That version of you is definitely ready to be put to rest with the rebirth in reverse right under boss. So there's definitely like this solar plex energy that I see you moving into, especially as we move into Leo season. The Leo new moon is moving. We're getting closer to that. So I'm not sure what our next session is. I'm not sure what that next session is, but yeah, it's given the solar plex energy that you're going to be moving into. So definitely prepare yourself, because there could be some energy that tries to resurface as we move into this Leo new moon energy that's going to give you an opportunity to speak your truth, to be an advocate for yourself, to set some boundaries and things like that. So I do see like some challenges coming through, but it's literally just setting the stage for you to show up as exactly who you see you are, right? So that's what I got for you. Kyla said, I just said I need to do Pilates, but yoga sounds better. Yoga sounds better. Yeah, I mean, because I know Pilates is good for like what it's good for. But with the yoga, I'm just getting more like, it don't have to be yoga, but just something more with ease. Because Pilates, if I'm not mistaken, is real challenging. I guess yoga can be too. But yeah, stretches nonetheless. Whatever really resonates mostly with you. I say Kyla. And this, this could be some spiritual things. You said that this past connection is blocked in the physical. I say, but the spiritual connection, especially when you have, this is like a deep connection that you've been tethered to for years or maybe even lifetimes. It's still some things that got to be broken up in that realm too. So don't think that the code's clear because you don't block them. You know what I mean? That was part of it. So you said Pilates hurts. Right. We talking about a little ease and flow, baby boo. Okay. So thank y'all for sharing this space again. Y'all can book on the website, CrystalineMars.com. But I am done for tonight. It was definitely a beautiful space. If y'all caught the tail end, I encourage that y'all run it back from the very beginning. But we're now about to transition over to our next segment of the night with Brother Lagos, which is going to be our spiritual lesson. He will be conducting face-to-face Fridays. So if you'd like to join the live for some spiritual guidance or maybe a spiritual clearing, you can send your love offerings in. I will be adding his Cash App to the YouTube channel, but his Cash App is $bro Lagos LOGAS. And so y'all stay with us, and I'll see y'all in the comments. Is booking available for tomorrow still? It should be. I think it may be closed, so just DM me. I could slide you in there. DM me, Kyla. Amazing. Some of everybody working on their booty meat. Booty meat. You so annoying. No, the guy said that one time. He was like, can you believe that we're going to be like, he said something along the lines of like, one day we're going to be the grandparents. We're like, yeah, it was a song called Booty Meat, Like, what the fuck? What the hell y'all on? Booty meat, though. But anyway, y'all, I'm gone. I'll see y'all in the comments. Ashe. Booty meat. Oh, man. Ashe. Oh. All right. Oh, Lord. No gender. OnlyFans. What did he talk about today? Oh, Instagram tweaking. Okay, there we go. Oh,
Peace, family. Today's lesson, no gender, only fans. give Instagram a chance to recover. This one's it's quick, no gender, only fans. I was thinking about this today. Thinking about men, thinking about women, thinking about the dynamics, the relationships, the behaviors, right? And I came to the realization, the understanding that there are no genders. Now there are genders. There are man and woman. There are different behavior patterns and different dynamics, but none of them matter anymore. So it's like, yes, there are genders, but they don't matter anymore. And they don't matter anymore because there's no dedication or commitment to them anymore. Now it's only fans, right? Meaning that there's just people. Well, look at it this way. When you look at OnlyFans, right? When you think about OnlyFans, when you think about social medias, right? You don't know who's following you. I was seeing Kai Cenat. I think he's on Time Magazine now. He's all over the place. Every few days, he's on a bigger and bigger platform, right? I saw iShowSpeed, something about him signing like a $600 million deal with Twitch, right? This is that in-between stage where we're on our way to transitioning to AI, to converting to AI, to integrating our conscience into AI. This is one of the big transition points right now, right? One of the big transition points. And all the people that are following, all the people that are watching are there is no gender. There is no gender. We don't know what the gender is, right? It's only fans, it's only followers, it's only, it's only digital. And that's where we are heading more and more to, just only fans, only digital people, essentially, right? And besides just on a digital, well, they say how art imitates life, but sometimes life imitates art. Because when I say art, we'll think about AI, art official, right? Artificial intelligence, right? It's the official expression. That's what art is, an expression of intelligence, right? So you're seeing these artificial constructs, artificial people, artificial environments, artificial worlds that we're creating here online. Ashe. And in this artificial world, there are no genders. There are only expressions. There are only eyeballs. There are only concepts of people, right? And we're seeing life imitate that, where it's those who in real life represent that same type of beacon of like a Cosnet, iShowSpeed, or any type of celebrityism, or celebritism, right? Those end up being the only real people. Right? There's been celebrities for quite a while, but then for a long time celebrities weren't real people. Now celebrities are not only the movie people, but the people that are big online. And right now there's still a crossover point between those people, especially when we talk about streamers, right? So especially when we talk about Instagram people or YouTubers, right? People come across or run into these people all the time. So they represent they represent the real people online, they also are now representing the real people in real life, where the rest of us are becoming genderless. We're just background noise. And if you're not one of them, then you don't really exist. You were looked past. You were looked through. And I don't see any, for those who are wishing or hoping we could go back to I just don't see it going back. The only way it could ever go back is if some sort of apocalyptic type of scenario happened, or the internet itself, it just gets destroyed, right? But if those things don't happen, there's no way we can go back. This is just it. This is where we are going, right? So for those who are wishing for the old days or the old times or the old gender roles, the old traditional concepts and anything like that, understand there are no more genders in that way. There's only fans. There's only numbers on the screen of how many people are in the chat, how many people are in the room. Right? There's only fans. Okay. So when you look at people, no matter how you look at it, if you're looking at women a certain way and they're acting a certain way or doing a certain thing, you're looking at men a certain way and they're acting a certain way and you feel a certain type of way, understand, just look at them. It's not that men are doing anything wrong or women are doing anything wrong. At this point, it's just people just acting like people. So just look at people as, and when it comes to real life, look at them the same way as you look at the people online. They're just these digital entities just doing what they do, just putting comments, just making certain distinctions about certain videos and certain types of other people, reposting certain things, trolling in certain ways. Think of it the same way in real life. Just people acting in a pretty systematical way. The women are acting like the women, the men are acting like the men. All the other in between types of genders and expressions of people are just being that. When you look at it that way, it's not that it allows you to be more accepting necessarily of people. No, that's not necessarily what I'm saying, but it allows you to look past like who to blame. There is no one to blame anymore. Everyone, it's just a free for all. Existence right now on this earth for human beings is just a free for all. The only biological entities of beings that are still behaving based on rules is the animal kingdom, is the plant kingdom, is the insect kingdom, right? Those humans are playing by in a transitional period, a totally different game. Right now it's every human for themselves at this particular moment. So it's best to look at the world as just only fans. Look at the world as just anything outside of you. Look at it as just digital clicks on a screen. And then maybe the people that are important to you, you look at them as the blue checked characters, but everyone else is just another click on the screen. Ashe. So that's today's spiritual lesson. Now we're going to the Q&A or into any spiritual face-to-face. Ashe. Peace to everyone on the chat and TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. Ashe. I see they got YouTube popping a little bit tonight. IG is struggling though. IG is struggling. Shit, peace to Junebug, appreciate it. So we are in Virginia. And peace to Eunice Johnson. Pat Cricket, what is the stream about? I don't think too many people is gonna stop in the middle of their monologue to try to explain whole abundance. Ashe to the abundance. Ashe. So I'll give y'all a minute or two to decide if there's anything that you wanna. Any comments, questions, or concerns? See, Amazing says life is different digitally. You can do way more. You say you can do way more digitally. Oh, you can do way more with your imagination. What that is perspective. That is perspective. It depends on how many levels. Peace to a lot of love. It depends on how many levels you've unlocked, right? And I don't know too many people who've unlocked. Go Instagram glitching on me. Hold on, I think Instagram might be frozen now. It looks like it might be. Let me see. I think Instagram might be frozen. Hold on. Yeah. So it's paused. Sure. So well, unfortunately, Instagram went down, so and I don't see too much talking on YouTube. I'll just try to answer the question real quick. But as far as your imagination, technically, in theory, you can do a lot more with your imagination. But it'll be easier, it'll be simpler when uploaded into the digital system, because you'll go into it unlocked. You'll go into it already with in a sense, an unlimited array of options. You know, at least a lot less limited than what we're experiencing in this realm. But it can go a few different ways where things can get to a point to where we can start to experience things in a locked form, or maybe certain limitations might be put into the digital world as well. So it's that's also possible. And then to answer side of him, so do you think this movement with us and AI is naturally happening or forced? Oh, yeah, that's all the way off. Okay. But let's try to answer that question. Is everything that we're dealing with when it comes to AI, is it natural? It happened naturally or forced? Well, I mean, it's hard. Like, how do you answer that question? It's like, is AI, is that the digital world, is that natural to begin with? It doesn't really. I guess it depends on how you look at it. It's hard to call it natural, though. Most people wouldn't necessarily call it natural. So does that mean it's forced either? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's but I will say it's happening. It's happening, right? And if it's natural, well, then this is just maybe the natural cycle and state that the human being follows. If it's forced, well, it's interesting because we tend to, in a spiritual community, we tend to talk about not forcing things, and about what's for me is for me, and allowing things to happen and stuff like that. But then there's but here's an example of this would be an example of something being forced, though, and it sticking, and it continuing to dominate, continuing to spread, continuing to change and manipulate and influence our way of life. So, in a sense, I guess, even if it's being forced, I guess even forced actions can eventually become a natural way of existing. Not sure. Love says, I don't find nothing wrong with AI. Right, there's a lot of people who don't find anything wrong with AI. It's a perspective type of thing. AI has its cons as well as its pros, right? So, just like everything else, it's just a choice on whether or not, how, in what way do you want to, what kind of relationship do you want to have with AI? Do you want to integrate with AI? Do you want to have an existence of integration, which will fall into merging our consciousness, our vessels, with the digital world? Or do you want to, stay separate and just try to make it purely a tool, but then you're going to run into an issue where, as AI then goes from the unconscious to actual being conscious and aware, then you might have an issue when it comes to on whether it wants to be a slave or a servant to those type of beings. And then you have those who are like, no, I'd rather just try to stay away from it completely and just try to be in nature and try to be just off grid, as they say, right? Then there's those who may try to evolve physically with but side by side with AI, using AI as an assistant to help with your own physically spiritual evolution and development, right? That would be the other, route. So, you know, it's up to you. It's up to every individual person. Up to every individual person, right? I share it's a lot of love. Right? I personally am trying to go the last route. I share. So, like I said, I lost Instagram, and I don't see any other questions, comments, or concerns for tonight. So, looks like we can go ahead and call it a night. Appreciate the hearts, Father. We'll say Ashe, Asante, and Amen. Ime Kamalika, it is done, and we will see you all on Sunday for Soul Sunday. Ashe.